Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Lauren Darr, founder of an international association of pet fashion professionals, and we are here today to talk about Mercury retrograde periods. What does that have to do with pet fashion, you ask? Well, we have a pet fashion astrologer that writes for us, and she has regular postings on our blog, goes in our newsletters also. So hop over to our website and get our free Jumpstart membership, and you'll get those. But she's also my co-author in the Pet Fashion Almanac 2015, which includes not only Ellen's writings, but it also has like media lists and association lists, the pet holidays by date, week, and month in the Pet Fashion Almanac itself. And so she gives her forecast and perspective from an astrological point of view on how to plan for your business, because the Pet Fashion Almanac was very loosely based on Ben Franklin's almanacs, and as you know, Ben Franklin had in his almanacs information about the lunar cycles that farmers, even to this day, still use in planning for their crop seasons. Today, what I want to do is give a little perspective on Mercury retrograde. It goes retrograde several times a year, and I absolutely love Ellen's perspective on Mercury retrograde. She has a way of having you look at it as an opportunity and more in a positive light, with positive aspects for things for you to do, and helps you to really more embrace that period of time versus what traditionally a lot of people think of Mercury retrograde as this time when everything seems to go wrong. Things just go haywire, and the lines of communication get crossed, and things just kind of are crazy, especially with your computer. And that's because Mercury rules things like communication, it rules writing, it rules your thinking, and mechanical devices and electronics. So there are so many things that Mercury does touch, especially in our lives, because if you think about how times have really, really changed, especially even in the last, 20 to 50 years, for people in the world, we are so much more dependent on electronic and mechanical devices and cars, things like that are ruled by Mercury retrograde, that I think we probably notice it more. And so it's become more of the pop culture norm to say, oh my goodness, Mercury is retrograde and everything's going wrong. So let's get to what Ellen has to say about Mercury retrograde and the advice that she has on Mercury retrograde itself. But let's take a step back, and I am reading to you from within the Pet Fashion Almanac. I won't have a chance to read everything that Ellen has written because she has such a wealth of knowledge and information that she does write for us in there. And by the way, if you want a copy of this, just pop over to Amazon and grab a copy. It's less than $10, and it's jam-packed with a bunch of information. So let's talk first about what does Mercury retrograde mean. And I love what Ellen has to say in the Pet Fashion Almanac, and I'm going to grab my glasses really quick here, and I'm going to read that to you. She says, when we look out at the universe from our vantage point on planet Earth, we see our sister planets circling the sun. But given that each planet circles the sun at a different distance and speed, an optical illusion occurs. This optical illusion is similar to what happens when you are traveling alongside another car on a highway, moving just a little slower than you. It too appears to move backward. The planet's normal motion is called direct. This is when the planet supports your direct actions associated with the planet's energy, and it is equivalent to a green light. When it has come to a stop or station, it is time to reverse direction. And when it is moving in reverse or retrograde, it is time to pull back and integrate what you've already accomplished. So, I love Ellen's perspective and explanation on Mercury retrograde itself. And let's read from the Pet Fashion Almanac on what she says about the energy of Mercury retrograde and what to do with it, because she has this idea of using it as a period to do things that start with RE or re. And let's just dive in and look at that. The universe wants you to use Mercury's energy in a different way. Think re, quote unquote. This is the time to refine, redo, revise. So think of any of those words. Retreat. Have yourself a retreat. Reconnect, recreate. All kinds of words that begin with RE. Catch up on your bookkeeping. Edit your writing. Take a second look at your goals and strategy and attend to the back burner. Another excellent Mercury retrograde activity is research. Look up old sales leads and reconnect with people you haven't seen lately. In fact, you are likely to be contacted by people from the past. Just wait until Mercury has moved direct before implementing new actions. Making major purchases, especially purchases of electronics and mechanical items, or signing on the dotted line. That's because it's common for new information or overlooked detail to come to light after Mercury moves direct, and that can change your mind. So I always mark Mercury retrograde on my calendars. I have huge wall calendars that I keep on the wall, and I mark those periods of time because it's a time for me to, if I want to put a research or a survey out there, if I want to use the time to reconnect with people, sometimes I'll say, okay, I'm going to use this Mercury retrograde to reconnect with people I went to school with, or I'm going to use this other Mercury retrograde to reconnect with people that I've had a hard time getting in contact with from a business perspective. And so I hope that helped you to figure out how to use Mercury retrograde in a way that is positive, in a way for you to help move forward and continue your momentum without feeling like you just want to pull your hair out because Mercury is retrograde. So, I hope this helps. Have a great day and happy Mercury retrograde, everybody.